star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Performing our national anthem, that was Skylar Cole. And now we'll be back in just a moment. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. And tonight, we'll see the Memphis Grizzlies as they go up against the Houston Rockets here at Toyota Center. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And we got a quick moment to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Alperen Şengün.
And we've seen a jump in the last few years in terms of his rebounding. The heart, the hustle, his ability to read shot trajectories and crash the glass at the right time, and his teammates really appreciate the hard work.
And here's Memphis' starting group. Bane and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then it's Edey, then there's Ja Morant, and it's Wells in at shooting guard. And for the Rockets, Van Vliet and Green, they're manning the backcourt. Dylan Brooks is out there with Amin Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The physicality of the NBA, Grant, it does come along with the risk of injury. These two teams can attest to that.
Yeah, B.A., that is so true. Injuries on both sides. Now, each team looking for their role players to step up. The best team at filling those gaps will likely be your winner tonight.
Now here's Bane. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Edey. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
On target from range.
You gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Outside Bane. Pass to Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Now here's Green. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
And fighting his way through. Green not afraid in there with the big boys.
Here's Morant. Pass to Wells. Back to Morant. Down low. And there's Edey. That's good. And the assist by Morant. Edey's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, a nice start for them. 3 for 3 in the early going, getting into a rhythm.
Here's Van Vliet. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first. Pass to Morant. Clock at 6. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Yeah, there have been very few players at 6'2" who've played above the rim like Morant.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court, and he's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Brian, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Tate's checked in for Houston. Van Vliet against Morant. Van Vliet right side. Jacks up a three. A minute 6 left in the opening quarter. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Grant.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
They get it back and out of bounds. Houston will have it. Let's see some of the numbers here for Jalen Green.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
And the Rockets making a change here. Green is checked in. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Ja Morant. And it's Green with the ball for Houston. Trailing by 2. Green, a screen. There's the 3. And Jalen Green is good for 3. Green's got 5 now.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot. And it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
Conchar outside. Pass to Jackson. And here's Clark. The 15-footer. And the shot falls short that time. Here's Whitmore. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. John Conchar picks one up.
In addition to skill set, most rookies need to adjust physically to the NBA. Not Whitmore. He's got grown man strength.
That free throw misses. And he sinks the second. Memphis trailing here. Here's Pippen. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game to the middle. Here's Jackson. Good with the fadeaway.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
No good. It's a tie game here in Houston. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at Houston's performance here. Guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking relentlessly, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the stripe.
All right, and now you want to see them sustain this relentlessness for the entire game because it's clearly paying off.
Jayshawn Tate out there with Green. Then it's Green. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Shepard in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks, guys. And the Rockets got their guy with the number 3 overall pick, Reed Shepard. He brings elite shooting, blue blood basketball pedigree. He has immediately made himself a key cog in their rotation. I'm told the Rockets have high hopes for Reed Shepard for years to come.
A lot on his plate, without question. All right, Chums, thanks for the update. And Houston has possession. After the basket by Memphis. Here's Shepard, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Shepard's got his first 2 points.
Nice execution by the offense, generating a good look.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And it's Houston's ball. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
So for the Rockets, Eason's checked in for Tate, and Holiday subbed in for Green. Pass to Shepard. And here in the second, with about a minute and a half gone by, pulls up at the elbow, and the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. On the wing, Bane. He's covered by Holiday. Clark against Green. Clark, the pass to Wells. 5 on the clock. Holiday against Bane. Can't get it to go. Missed his first one.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Pass to Shepard. Driving inside. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Well, his ability to sniff out these shot blocking opportunities really defines Jackson Jr.'s defensive game.
And the Rockets will go for a different look here. Şengün checked in for Green. Brooks comes in for Whitmore. Thompson, he's checked in for Holiday. And Fred VanVleet is subbed in for Shepard. Aldama's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen. Clark, the pass to Wells. So they take the lead. And Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting room.
Well, I've also been cursed by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, the Rockets got a lot more organized with Coach Ime Udoka and their veteran additions, including point guard Fred VanVleet, who said it's just having that poise and presence to slow things down and get guys where they need to be. Rein it in, get some structure, and maximize these guys' potential. BA?
Allie, a great floor general. Thanks for that. Here's Thompson following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Şengün, a screen on Bane to the inside. Stops the drought, and Şengün throw it down.
A textbook work by Şengün, setting a solid screen and then getting open.
Morant, the pass to Clark. Back to Morant. Nice move. No good off the back of the rim. And VanVleet has got the ball here for Houston. Trailing by 2. They come into this one following the loss to Atlanta. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of this one. And they pick up 2.
And sometimes you forget about VanVleet's speed. When this happens, he's more than happy to remind you of it.
Here's Morant. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
John Morant. 1 shot.
The free throw drops for Morant. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 3. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Hello, everybody. So far, a fairly even game for the Memphis Grizzlies through the first 2 quarters.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots for great ones.
Yeah, they've been aggressive, but also disciplined. That's a sign of good coaching.
And now an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. Here's a quick question from Cammy Triple Threat. If you guys were having a cookout, who do you trust to run the grill?
It's gotta be me. You know I got those barbecue chicken alert skills. Plus I'll make burgers the size of Kenny's face.
Ooh, but you got it. Put the seasoning on it, and I got the veggies. Maybe, Ernie, I could do it. I'm telling you, the seasoning is everything. I'd be good at all that food groups. I'm telling you.
Yeah, thanks, Jet. Manning the grill can't be any more chaotic than dealing with this place. But you know what? It's got to be the lovely Cheryl Ann running the grill.
Ooh.
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Rockets trail by 3. And one thing you can say about the Memphis Grizzlies, they are disruptive defensively, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, they've been in the top 5 in the league in steals, blocks, turnovers forced over the last few years. And let's face it, they're aggressive offensively as well. This team attacks at both ends of the court.
On the court for Memphis, Payne and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then there's Ja Morant, then it's Edey, and it's Wells in at the 2. Now here's Van Vliet. He's been contributing over 15 a game. Pass to Wells. Inside, here's Jackson. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Jackson's got 8 points.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Outside, Green. Brooks with it. Back to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Let's go with a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Morant, the pass to Wells. Morant against Van Vliet. Pass to Edey. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow.
Well, you could see how Shingu read that play and was where he needed to be to get the block.
Not a great start to the second half, just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Brooks from outside. And that comes off the assist by Green. He's got 6.
Yeah, they get 1 to fall. Now 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Pass to Edey. Back to Morant. Morant drawing the double team. Over to the wing. Payne with it. 18 feet out. Thompson pulls it in. To the paint. Here's Brooks. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Wells, that's good.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Rim protection and shooting, so important. Jaren Jackson Jr. has both of those skills, Stan.
Yeah, and look, Brian, it's rare to find guys who can do both of those things. Shot blocker at the rim and stretch the defense at the other end. Guys like that are hard to come by.
He's been a defensive player of the year. Maybe we'll see him in the three-point contest one day. Memphis making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Thompson outside. Green with a screen on Bain. Inside. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson. Green's gotten his first basket of the night.
Nice find by Thompson. Now, good to see him sharing the ball like this.
Bain surveying the D. And he lobs it up. And the layup is good off the glass. Edey's got 6.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Brooks with it. Now guarded by Conchar. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, Brooks is one hard-working man. He runs into a foul and still gets a shot off.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now.
Dylan Brooks.
The free throw dropped for Brooks.
You have to respect Brooks' approach to the game. He's always looking for little ways to improve and wants every year to be his best.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Bain. And Brooks drops them both. There's 45 seconds left in the third quarter here. Here's Pippen. Still without a bucket. Pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
Just too much. Jaren Jackson Jr., a physical big.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Brooks, the shot from the low post is good. 10 points for him. Now Morant, 9 points in the game. Ooh, Morant battling inside.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Memphis ahead, up 4. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Here's Pippen. Tari Eason is out there with Jayshawn Tate. Then it's Green, then it's Cam Whitmore, and it's Shepard in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And it's Green with the ball for Houston. 4-point game. Pass to Whitmore. Green, a screen. Down low. And stolen by Bain. Here's Wells, defended by Eason. Here's Aldama. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Whitmore with it. Outside. Green. Pass to Shepard. Here's Tate. Takes a 3. He can't get it to go.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
Pippen, pass to Clark. Green with the defensive effort.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Here's Shepard. Releases from the wing and drills it. And timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. And it's a completely new group for the Rockets. Memphis making a switch here. A chance here to catch up with Alley from the sideline.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Bain. Pass to Wells. Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, when I was coaching, this guy was a nightmare. It was hard to game plan for him. His quickness causes major issues.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
Well, another thing they did well was taking advantage of the holes in the defense. Very aggressive in exploiting the lack of concentration.
And Morant drops them both.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
Now here's Van Vliet. Şengün, a screen on Morant. Van Vliet, the pass to Şengün. Morant against Van Vliet. Late clock, Houston's got to hurry. From 10 feet away. And it's Thompson that time on the assist from Van Vliet. Thompson's got his first points of the night.
Just a rookie, but Thompson already taking and making big-time shots.
With contact, Ja Morant.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Van Vliet against Morant. Off with the layup. Left side Bain. Outside for Morant. Second chance shot, and rejected.
I mean, that was pure hustle by Van Vliet, giving his all to influence the shot and swat it away.
Brooks finds Van Vliet. A minute 6 left in the game. Cleared away by Wells.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And it's Morant missing. And it's Houston's ball. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
And this team is counting on Brooks in big-time moments. And guess what? Dillon delivers.
And so they foul intentionally. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And so it's Memphis with it. To the inside. Back to Morant. And Morant gets double teamed. Jackson outside. To the middle. And that one's good. Morant. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Time called here. The Rockets decide to talk it over. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
Here's Van Vliet. The rebound by Edey. And an intentional foul right there.
Second personal foul. Third team foul. Shooting for Memphis. Edey taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Count that bucket. So Memphis wins it, and they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jaron, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends of the floor, but is defense where it starts?
Yeah, you know, the talking keeps me active, just being able to move my feet, being able to stay low on defense, you know, all those things keep you engaged. And when you do those things, you can make a big impact as the anchor of the team. And, you know, everybody else, they take pride in defense. So if I'm working with everybody else, it's great.
Thanks, Jaron. Congrats on your success.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you.